David Leitch's new action blockbuster The Fall Guy pays tribute to stunt performers in the movie industry, and it's packed with tons of explosive and dangerous stunts which highlight their incredible work. Leitch started his filmmaking career as a stunt performer, doubling for stars such as Brad Pitt and Matt Damon, so he was able to draw on his experience for The Fall Guy. He includes fight scenes, car crashes, huge fires and plenty of other potentially deadly stunts. Any stunt can be dangerous, and they all require a lot of experience and technical expertise to make them safe enough for stunt performers. However, despite the safety measures put in place, stunt performers always take on a certain amount of risk when they put their bodies on the line. The Fall Guy shows just how dangerous the job can be behind the scenes, and this acknowledgement makes its huge stunts feel even more terrifying. Jody fights Colt in his alien disguise. Jody and Colt's reunion is a comedic moment. Emily Blunt as Jody fights off someone in an alien costume in The Fall Guy. Colt sneaks back onto the set of Metalstorm to reunite with Jody after faking his own death, but he makes the mistake of sneaking up behind her while wearing an alien costume from the movie. The fight in her trailer is played for laughs, but there's still potential danger due to the small area that the stunt performers have to work in. Director David Leitch started out as a stuntman, so some aspects of Jody and Colt's relationship reflect him at two different stages of his career. Colt goes for a joyride in a parking garage. Colt decides to get back in the game. A car stunt in The Fall Guy. After breaking his back on set, Colt takes an uneventful job as a valet at a restaurant. He tries to keep a low profile and forget what happened to him, but someone recognizes him from his past. The humiliation of this meeting, coupled with his phone call from Gail offering a job in Australia, inspires him to blow off some steam. He takes the customer's car for a spin, reliving his stunt performer days as he does a few donuts outside the restaurant. 15. Colt fights off Dune's men. The nightclub fight is a piece of beautifully stylized action. Colt severs under fluorescent light in the Fall Guy image via Universal Pictures. As Colt follows the trail that he hopes will lead him to Tom Ryder, he gets a tip to talk to a man named Dune with a leopard print tattoo on his head. Colt puts on a garish neon suit and approaches Dune in a nightclub, but he soon has to fight off several of his goons while battling the effects of the drugs he's been given. The nightclub fight seems to reference director David Leitch's previous work in the John Wick franchise, and also his 2017 action thriller Atomic Blonde. 14. The Sydney Opera House fight. The Fall Guys movie within a movie is a strange sci-fi epic. The Fall Guy takes place in Australia, and it makes good use of its beautiful surroundings. Colt steps in for Tom during the filming of a complex fight scene right in front of the iconic Sydney Opera House. There are a lot of moving parts to the Metalstorm fight scene, and this obviously increases the potential risk that something could go wrong for the stunt team, even if there aren't any particularly eye-catching stunts. 13. The fire on the dock. Colt escapes death more than once. Colt sets Dressler on fire in The Fall Guy. Colt finally finds Tom Ryder alive after a long search, but the actor immediately tries to kill him. This is the final phase of Tom's plan, but Colt manages to escape just in time by cleverly spitting a mouthful of gasoline on Dressler just as he ignites his lighter. The fire spreads over the entire dock, meaning that multiple stunt performers are on fire at the same time.